Hi, everybody. Hey. I'm going to tell you a story. The story is about 5 little eggs. 5 little eggs. So, but I want you to say something. Can you say Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo? Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo. It's like Betty, if you have somebody's name of Betty. Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo. Let me hear that. Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo. That was a little song. I will come to the song. But mother bird laid 5 eggs in a nest high up in a tree on the banks of River Kanji. The name of the river is Kanji. So on the banks of River Kanji, high up in a tree, mother bird laid 5 eggs in a nest. Mother bird, like all other mother birds, she sat and sat and sat and sat on those eggs. Of course, you know what she's doing. She's warming those eggs up, smoothing them, hoping that her children, she can see her children really quick. But she sat and 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 help me and sat and sat and sat. Well, she has been sitting on that sound since you woke up this morning and since last dinner. But those eggs did not hatch. So she did not. She did not give up at all. She kept wondering, when is this egg going to hatch? Well, the part of the world I come from, 2 seasons, dry season, rainy season. She waited 6 months, whole rainy season in the rain, sitting on those eggs. The eggs did not hatch. Waited another 6 months, dry season. You would think she was cooking those eggs, but she sat on those eggs. The eggs did not hatch. Well, she thought it was just 2 seasons, but she waited another season, another season, another season, another season, another. Those eggs did not hatch. She kept thinking, this must be bad eggs. But that thought did not really, she didn't believe it. She waited another months and months and months and months. Her eggs did not hatch. She finally prepared her flight. She said, these must be bad eggs. She looked at those eggs for the last time and she flew. My grandmama would say she flew to the edge of the earth. And when anything that flows, that flies to the edge of the earth, you know that's really far. In her absence, those eggs continued to lie in that nest, high up in the tree. In fact, the rainy season that followed, River Kanji flooded, came up, the flood came up, the water came up and nearly touched the branch that was carrying the nest. But all that water came down, the flood ended, and those eggs continued to lie high up in the tree. What do you know, Grandmama would say? One day those 5 eggs hatched. 5 pretty baby birds came from that 5 eggs. But where was their mama? Long gone. Long gone. Those 5 baby birds stayed in that nest, feeding on the ants that crawl up the trunk of a tree into their nest, feeding on the insects that fly over their nest. And every little food they got, they shared it because they were all brothers and sisters. And the more food they had, the more feathers and stronger they became. Very soon, those baby birds were able to jump out of their nest onto a branch of the tree, onto another branch, and another branch, fending for themselves. And very soon, they were able to walk away onto the other branches and wander all around the neighborhood. And the more food they had, the more feathers and stronger. And this was the time that they started actually going around the blocks now. They will fly from here, Chapuskeo, all the way to Burlington, and they will come back. Sometimes they go to Henderson, and they come back. Other times they go down to South Carolina, South Kakalaki, all the way to Georgia, Florida Keys. They came back to their nest. But with all these travels, they have seen other mother birds taking care of their young. One evening, one of them said, I think we should go around the world looking for our mama. Well, that idea was agreed upon by all the other four birds. They say, yeah, I think that's a good idea. We all, you know how much we all love our mamas. Is that right? Those 5 baby birds, they have mind of their own. They have decided to travel around the world looking for their mama. The next morning, they had their suitcases packed to hit the sky. They flew and flew and flew and flew and flew and flew on their first pit stop by a little creek. That was where a mother bird saw these 5 pretty children without any grown-up around them, came around them. She said, children, where are you from and where are you going? Those 5 baby birds, they looked at this mama bird. They said, well, with all due respect, ma'am, we're going around the world looking for our mama. And she said, what? This jungle here is so wild out here. I'm just checking, but as pretty as you are, you are my children. The children looked at the mother bird and she said, we don't even resemble you. How can you say we are your children? Well, mama bird said, I just know it. Well, the children had this challenge for her. Well, they said, well, if you can speak like our mama or you cry like our mama, then we are your children. My grandmama said you can only speak the language that you know, and you can only cry in the language that you know. So this mother bird, strange mother bird, didn't really have a choice, but she had to cry in her own language. Just like we all speak, some of us speak English, some people speak French, German, I mean, you name it. I mean, birds also have languages. But check this out. Mama bird decided to make her cry because that's the only language she knows. She went, car, 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 car. And right there, if you know the words, you know what bird is that. Is that right? The baby bird said, no. That's not how our mama cried, even though we've not seen our mama. And they said, we don't really know you. The mother bird said, can you tell me how your mother cries? Uh-huh. That's when the children actually came with this little song in the beginning. But they had this to tell mother bird. They said, our mama laid our eggs long time ago. Our mama laid our eggs long time ago. Our mama laid our eggs by the Kanji River. Kanji River smoothed the eggs and the eggs hatched. Uh-oh. And they went into that little song. Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo. Mama Crow she was doing the, can you do that cabbage patch, you know? That she was, you know, Kanji yo, Betty yo, she was doing the cabbage patch. But she was so impressed by these children. She said, children, I hope you find your mama. She gave them gifts, she gave them food, she gave them a way those children traveled. But this is where, tell me your favorite bird. They met Mama Cardinal. Mama Cardinal was not their mama. They stayed the night at Mama Cardinal's home, but she was not their mama. They met Mama Eagle. Mama Eagle eats other birds, but guess what? She did not hurt these children. That's how cute these children were. Uh-oh, they met Mama Owl, she was not their mama. They met Mama Blue Jay, she was not their mama. She met Mama Bui, she was not their mama. She met Mama Duvui, those are all birds from Africa. She was not their mama. Uh-oh, but before they met their mama, I should tell you, they met Mama Hummingbird. Mama Hummingbird was wondering what she was going to do with her day. She turned around and she saw these 5 pretty children. These children have gone around the world. They were all, you know, more feathers and probably wearing their trousers sagging, you know, down. She turned around and she said, these children, where are you from and where are you going? Oh, with all due respect, ma'am, the little bird said, we're looking for our mama. She said, you looking for your mama as cute as you all are? I am your mama. Well, right there, the children were, they just knew what to tell this woman. So, well, if you can cry in our mama's language or speak in our mama's language, then we are your children. Uh-oh. Mama Hummingbird did not have a choice. Like Grandma said, we can only speak the language that we know. And can you help me speak Mama Hummingbird's language? In fact, the name Hummingbird, can you hum? Because if you hum, it really helps. Let's try that. And of course, that went on for so long. The children said, that's too long. That's not how mama cries. And she said, can you tell me how your mama cries? The children had this to say. Our mama laid our eggs long time ago. Our mama laid our eggs long time ago. Our mama laid our eggs by the Kanji River. Kanji River smoothed the eggs and the eggs hatched. And they went into that little song. Can you help me with that little song? Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo. Mama Hummingbird was doing the funky chicken. You know the funky chicken? She was doing the funky chicken. And she was, Kanji yo yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty. Of course, at the end of that, the children were giving gifts. Those children left Mama Hummingbird's home. They must have gone 5 blocks. They found their mama. They looked at their mama. The mama looked at them. They had the same color of feathers. They had the same color of beak. They had the same fingernail polish. I mean, just like we all resemble our parents. And their mama turned around and she said, how long have you been looking for me? Oh, Mommy, we went all around the world, across mountains, across lakes, rivers, and to get you here. She said, I'm so glad you found me. And of course, that very day she threw a party for them. The neighborhood birds came to that party. Of course, right around bedtime, she came. She said, bedtime, they all went to bed. And of course, as they were going to that bed, one of them asked their mama, Mommy, can you tell us your own story? And of course, that old woman looked at that child and said, child, I will tell you that story, but you have to sleep now. I will tell you that story when I'm ready. In the morning, as they are waking up, from their nest, and their mama came into their nest, and she had this to say. She said, I laid my eggs long time ago. I laid my eggs long time ago. I laid my eggs by the Kanji River. Kanji River smoothed the eggs, and the eggs hatched. And the children got up from the bed, and they were dancing in the bed. Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, yo, Betty yo, Kanji yo, Betty yo. Of course, you would think that's the end of that story, but the mama had to. It's the longest reunion for a mother and her children. The next, for a whole month, it was party every day for a whole month. But when Grandmama told us that story, she said, as children, whatever you put your mind to, she said, you can be that. You want to be a storyteller, a rocket scientist, a doctor, whatever you put your mind to, a dancer, she said, you can be that. But she said, the most important of all, she said, we should all know our history. We should all know where we come from. Because what really took these children around the world, and they told everybody where they came from. That's what saved them. She said, we should all know our history. And remember, you can only cry or speak in the language that you know. Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo, Kanji, Jo, Betty, Jo. I want you to draw whatever part you remember, please, and send it to Joy for me. Okay? I want to see that. Thank you.